Hi everybody and welcome back to Crypto Mastery. So it is the Christmas season and I thought what I'd do is I'd do the 12 days to the Metaverse Christmas, right? So a Christmas present for you all. And what I'll be focusing on is really sharing kind of where you can make crypto gains, the different type of things you can do in crypto to kind of make money. What are the parabolic, the kind of, the real hot thing, metaverses and things that are going to happen in the metaverse space in 2022, and to give you that ramp up to the Metaverse Christmas, right? So I thought we'd begin by looking at the Metaverse Marketplaces. So the Metaverse Marketplace I want to walk through today is Rainmaker Games. And first of all, why am I interested in these Metaverse Marketplaces? Well, I'm sure, if you're following this channel and you're following other channels and you're keeping a close eye on the metaverse, you'll realize just how big it is exploding, right? So we look at already the amount of metaverse kind of games out there, and some of them are kind of, just MMOGs, and some of them are actually true metaverses. But regardless, there's a lot of new crypto games and metaverses coming out all the time. So one thing that's going to be a big requirement is to give customers, consumers, like a single entry point, someplace you can go to interact as a community, to find the games, to maybe switch between games, to get like centralized rewards. I mean, I think it's a big space and a huge kind of potential for the market. And that's why I'm interested in this kind of first one, Rainmaker Games, as a kind of metaverse marketplace. So let's take a look at Rainmaker Games. So really, Rainmaker Games is trying themselves as that kind of centralized platform, as I discussed before, right? They want players to come here to learn about games, to learn how to play games, to earn on games. They want to be a platform where people can earn kind of that passive income through as they play games, right? They want to be the place that verifies guilds. So you set up your guild and you verify your guild through this platform. And they want to be that place where you can come and find the right games for you, right? So you can find a place to connect with other players. So they really do want to be that central place that gamers come to. And as I said, as we look at the markets in the kind of metaverse space expanding even more into 2022, we've also got big gaming companies also coming into this space now. I think that, something like this, a centralized platform connecting people, giving people the option to have a central point to go to, will be in high demand. They've got a number of good kind of investors that are backing this project as well. And what they're saying is they've designed this for the gamer, right? And it's built for the industry. So they're really taking that gamer kind of mindset and kind of customer focus into account. And then the infrastructure they're building is built for the industry itself, right? So they can clearly say, we are building the largest global player platform, and in turn, the largest P2E data powerhouse. We will become a central hub and launchpad for games, plus an invaluable data source for guilds to build better data-backed teams, truly becoming a home for the world of play-to-earn games. So they also, touching on here, they want to be also a launchpad for games in the future. Now, they're already so many launch pads out there, it's crazy. I mean, these could have a leg up on some of the other platforms, because if they are offering all the other gaming services and they've got all of that data and that wealth of information in a central place, maybe they can bring that into the powerhouse of the launch pad and make it an even better experience. So maybe there's some huge potential there. Definitely keep a close eye on that as well. So again, from a gamer's perspective, the free platform for gamers to play hundreds of P2E games. From a gamer's perspective, the data-driven launchpad for games and token drops. And from a guild perspective, the premier guild verification tool for guilds to find top players. So all very exciting stuff, right? I mean, this is all on the world of gaming, which I kind of love. And they're giving a snapshot of the future, right? So here's what the future looks like for this platform. So first, a personalized user interface. So gamers can play hundreds of P2E games for free, all in one platform. They got access to the different games based on their play level, and can level up as they go. We'll use the data to drive a flawless, personalized user experience and interface that's tailored to their interests, skill level, location, and language. So I kind of like that, right? Depending on the type of games you play, depending on like how good you are at certain games, they're going to use that as like a ranking system to offer you other games and other kind of, you know, high-profile games to get in on. So that's a quite a cool thing. And they're going to personalize the experience, right? So I don't want to see all these games I'd never be interested in. I want to instantly be able to see the games that are going to matter to me. So I like that kind of personalized experience. You know, they're saying it's going to be kind of effortless game discovery and training. So, you know, finding information on new games is a mess. Gamers end up hunting around on Discord, Twitter, and YouTube reviews. Now Rainmakers can watch reviews of gameplay from one of our world-ranked coaches, learn about the game, what they need to play, chat about it, play, read reviews. Netflix time to move aside. So basically what they're saying is they want to turn this into, again, it's that centralized platform, right? And I do get this as well because there are so many different games out there. It can be hard to keep up on which ones are being released, you know, what's going on in the gaming space, you know, are these games even any good? So would it be good to go to a platform and actually have someone who spends their life playing games, you know, someone who's maybe, you know, one of these YouTube influencers and they, you know, someone who's on Twitch and they're actually playing games constantly so they can give a gamer's review of what's good, what's hot, and kind of what's coming up. I mean, that'd be fantastic to go to one place, right? I'd love to kind of see that and be able to just to go to a central source. So that's a great piece. You know, the flexible gamer profile. So again, the world of PTE is rapidly expanding and we're building a home for it. That means being approachable for all levels of gamers. Our gamers profile starts with an entry-level information for novice players. The more you fill it out, the better your UI will be. You can level up to play with better NFTs, get guild verified, manage your earnings, chat, learn, all from one spot. So again, it's like even on your profile perspective, they've added that gamification into it. So the more you interact, the more you kind of game through their platform, the better your profile will be and the better your profile will look. So I think that's a really good piece as well, right? I like that side of things. And again, I'm not going to go through all of this because the link will be in the description down below. And before I move on, you know, if you like these videos, if you want to find out about these new upcoming metaverse kind of projects and what's going on, and if you want to find out about things that give you that, you know, that 10 to 100 to 1000x gain, then please, like, you know, keep watching the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I will be focusing on more of this content. I will be bringing the latest kind of things, not only in the metaverse space, but generally across kind of DeFi and crypto as a whole. Although over the next 12 days, of course, I'll be focusing more on metaverse. So they're saying they want to be the premier guild verification tool. We've already talked about that, being that one space to kind of, you know, verify your guild and also find new players through the data-driven platform as well that might match your guild from a better perspective. They want to be the NFT marketplace and banking integration. So this is where, you know, really you can, they're building a marketplace where you can sell, buy, and rent and loan your GameFi kind of NFTs, which is quite interesting as well, right? If you're going to be renting something that's really sought after, you can make that passive income. So that's a cool side of things. And the Rainmaker token itself, right? So gamers will have the option to earn Rain while they play and use the platform, and this will allow you to unlock access to games, exclusive drops, and ownership of a piece of the Rainmaker kind of games platform itself, right, as well. So that's pretty exciting. And you can sign up for the token launch, right? So one reason, like, I want to bring this to you now is that actually this isn't fully launched yet, right? So this is still in the IDO stage, so you can still potentially get in on this. This is a good one to actually look at today. So don't miss out on this, because this is a kind of a hot one you want to keep your eye on. So let's take a look at where you can actually buy or invest in Rainmaker Games. So if we go over to Polkastarter, it's actually due to be released on Polkastarter, I think, on the 16th. So I think the token sale is actually on the 16th. Yeah, so there you go. The token sale starts on the 16th at 1 p.m. So you've still got a chance to actually get in on this IDO, right? Which is pretty exciting. So if you do go onto Polkastarter, one thing I do like about Polkastarter as a launchpad is they give you a lot of high quality information. They really go more in depth than a lot of platforms on what the game is, the backers, and so on. So that's pretty cool, right? So they give some highlights, which we've already discussed before. They give a snapshot of the product. So Rainmaker Games unlocks financial freedom for the world by providing a free platform to play, earn, learn, and connect with the world of P2E. So we go down. Yeah, we discuss some of this stuff. Banking in the making, unofficial financial freedom for the world. So this is interesting. So, Rainmaker Games has enabled full-service digital banking services, including Rainmaker Credit Card, powered by MasterCard, the crypto account, and ultra-secure crypto wallet. So that's pretty cool as well, right? To be bringing out your own kind of credit card, which I also imagine would have certain benefits and perks where you earn back as you spend and you can then use on the platform. So really bringing the gaming experience to your normal life as well. So as you go and spend in the supermarket, as you do other things, you'll be able to take those rewards back into the gaming space and back into the kind of this platform, which will be, fantastic. I realize I keep hitting the mic. So the problem they're trying to address here is a high entry barrier and kind of recruiting problems. So we talked about this, like so many games out there, so many different players. It's hard to find the right game, the right players to join your guilds and so on. So by having a central platform, they'll have the power of the access to the data, and they'll be putting that in the gamer's hands, which will enable you to then find the right game with the right kind of, and build the right guild as well, which will be really powerful. And then a little bit on the solution, which we've already kind of discussed through. Obviously, you can go through this in more detail yourselves. They talk about the business model. So, Rainmaker Games provides 50 to 70% of a player's earnings in Raid token, or optionally in the in-game currency, right? So it keeps 30-40% depending on whether a community manager was involved in a player's onboarding or not, in which case 5% of the players are shared. Okay, so they give you a 50 to 70%. They'll give you, I guess, the option to predominantly probably have that in their own token, which is in Rain, but then they're also alluding the fact that they'll also potentially pay you out in some kind of, some of the gaming platform coins as well, right? So, for instance, if you're playing, let's say you're playing Sandbox, right? Then maybe they'll give you Sand tokens and then a proportion of Rain tokens as well. And it sounds like they're trying to be as fair as possible by holding some back for community managers to keep people interested in using the platform, being those strong advocates for the platform, which is always important to, incentivize the community as well. They haven't announced their investors yet, but they have said that, they've already raised 6.5 million from some top tier investors. And they've got a world-class team with extensive experience in startups, gaming, and technology. So there's a lot of strong aspects to this that I really like. Again, you can get in on this IDO now. I suggest that you really do kind of take a look at this, because this is a very strong potential gainer for me. I think that if you're able to invest in this like I will on the IDO, or at least I'll be attempting to on this IDO, then I think there's a lot of potential here for big gains, right? So, and just a quick snapshot before we finish this. I always like to tell you how to engage with these various launchpad platforms. So on Polkastarter, there are 3 kind of ways to become eligible for whitelisting, and whitelisting closes soon, so you might miss the boat on that. I'll try to get this video out within the next hour, so if you do see it, you're able to get on that. So the 3 ways to get on the whitelist: you hold the PLS token in your wallet for a minimum of 7 days. You hold PLS in a liquidity provider's token on Uniswap or PancakeSwap. I can also show you how to do that at some point, so you can obviously build up LP tokens that stack in various ways from a Polkastarter perspective. You can stake PLS on the new dashboard, and this grants instant access to the whitelist. So to be quite honest, like your fastest way would be to probably do this if you want to get the whitelist now, because it ends in like probably 3 or 4 hours, and counting from both support chains, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, which is pretty cool actually. There's also something called PLS Power. For every 250 PLS you collect, you earn 1 entry in the lottery for every whitelist you apply for. There's the PLS tiers to further incentivize holding and staking PLS. Not only do you receive tickets for every 250 power you accumulate, but the more tickets you have, the more you are worth. So Polkastarter has 5 different PLS tiers, as outlined below. So 250 plus, you get a 1 times entry ticket, which is worth kind of 1 ticket. 1,000, you get 1.1, which is worth 1.1. So yeah, you get how it stacks as it goes up, right? And then some information on the kind of liquidity pairs that you can start to get in on. So BNB PLS or ETH PLS as well, right? So depending on Uniswap is obviously ETH, and PancakeSwap is obviously BNB, right? Because they're both built on separate platforms. So yeah, thanks for watching the video today. I hope you found this interesting. I hope you see the potential that I see in Rainmaker Games, and you can see where this can truly be valuable to the metaverse and to the gaming community in 2022. You know, it's still IDO stage, so I'm bringing something to you here that I truly believe has got that anywhere between kind of 10 to 100x potential over the next kind of 6 to 12 months, right? So I think it's probably got closer to 10, maybe 20x kind of short term if you're a short-term investor, and then long-term, I think it's something that is going to grow kind of over time as metaverse becomes more prominent. So choose your investment strategy as always. So I'll just say before I go, you know, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I cannot kind of tell you where and when to invest your money. This is all just my own personal viewpoint, off my opinions and kind of my own research. Always do your own research. Always invest what is kind of right for you. The crypto space is a volatile space, as we've seen lately. And just, yeah, be careful where you invest. So yeah, thanks for watching. There'll be another 12 days to the Metaverse Christmas video tomorrow, and yeah, enjoy your day.